introduction?
I didn't think of one.
Jurassic Park!
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark.
All the dinosaurs are running wild.
Alright, so yeah, I finally got to see Jurassic World. And so yeah, of course, because we are the nation of couch potatoes, we have to do our special like vlog and / review on it.
Yes. I was actually the first one to see it. And honestly, when I went in, I'm pretty sure you did too. Low expectations.
Yes.
Very low. Way at the rock bottom level.
Well, I didn't have that. I was like, this is probably gonna suck. That was it.
Pretty much I had, it might be better than Jurassic Park 3, that doesn't take much.
Or the Lost World.
But I still respected the Lost World.
Okay.
No biggie, but honestly, it actually proved me wrong. No, you gotta love those movies that do that.
Yeah, I do, but still, there were some problems. I mean, I like the fourth one. It is like the second best in the entire franchise, which again, not very hard, but there were some flaws that just really it didn't really live up to just
the expectations.
No, just how great the first one was. And Jurassic Park was the movie that actually it made me want to be a filmmaker. Now that I think about it,
it defined a whole generation.
Mm-hmm. The Lion King made me appreciate film as an art form. Jurassic Park was the movie that actually made me want to be a filmmaker. Even before I even knew I wanted to be a filmmaker, I remember after seeing Jurassic Park, I want to be a paleontologist so I can go to Jurassic Park.
I remember trying to make comic books of Jurassic Park when I was a kid. I was drawing freaking my own storyboards of dinosaurs eating people. I think that as a kid, that's the only thing I thought Jurassic Park was, eating people.
Yeah.
Though I don't think people can blame me for that. No, this is that 6-year-old kid.
You were 6 when you first saw the movie?
No, I was 6 when I actually saw the movie for the first time.
Oh, I was 4.
Like, it came out in 93.
It did, yeah.
So
I didn't see it in theaters, mostly because, big noises in the theater. I mean, I watched Free Willy a lot of Free Willy with my ears plugged because the noises were so loud. So yeah, you can imagine dinosaurs stomping and roaring and crashing, that kind of thing.
Not to mention Velociraptors will give you nightmares.
True.
Though that wasn't the case for me. The Dilophosaurus is the one.
Actually, the movie didn't give me... Okay, actually, I did actually have a nightmare involving the dinosaurs. One involved actually a walking Triceratops skeleton.
Christ.
On its hind legs.
Okay, but let's get back on topic of...
Jurassic World. Oh, I'd have to say it's kind of... meh. I mean, at least it's like trying to stand on its own 2 feet and not having a lot of the original characters from the first 3 movies. It's trying to be on its own. And okay, the reason why I wanted to see the movie was because of the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs being all destructive, and Chris Pratt. I have a freaking man crush on Chris Pratt.
Same here, but he's also tied with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes, yep.
No, if we switched out Neil Patrick Harris with Chris Pratt, I would have went to it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Frack. Imagine Neil Patrick Harris as Owen.
I just keep imagining like it's his Barney character.
He will never escape that.
No. It's
gonna be like Wayne Knight and hello, Newman.
No, hello, Jerry.
Yes.
Newman.
But
alright, so I think so it took them 2 movies to actually figure out that we want to go back to the old island. That's what we love.
No, there are a couple of things I have to point out. I'm kind of curious about. Like, for example, but we got to do the plot first.
How about just a basic synopsis?
Okay.
Okay.
So the park is running.
The park is running. Apparently, according to its website, it's been open for 10 years. I want you to file that away because that is going to come up in one of my bullshit rants coming up.
Oh dear.
Alright. So it's very successful. People are actually have enough money to go to Costa Rica to see dinosaurs. I mean, even if that was in the real world, we wouldn't be able to go. We wouldn't be able to go.
Fuck, I'm poor as hell.
Same here.
But if I would be lucky if I won the lottery ticket to go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would take this if I won a trip to Isla Nublar. I would take this camera, film everything.
Would you? Because no, if this was in the same universe, we heard about the dinosaurs eating people. I'd be like, especially if he heard about the California incident. that damn T-Rex.
Not sure. Then again,
Mommy,
I have ADD so bad I'd probably forget.
Mommy, this big reptile ate my doggy. That poor dog. But
so there's these two kids that their parents send them to, and it turns out that their aunt is actually the head of the park. How really convenient.
Yeah, how convenient. Also, though, I have to give credit for stupid lines that are actually funny. Come on, son, it's not like you're going to a war. You will soon be in one.
Yes, and if any dinosaurs chase you, run.
What great foreshadowing. You know?
Very subtle.
Yes, very subtle.
All right, so their aunt is Claire, who is the head of the park, and is in charge of keeping it afloat. And I gotta.
She's like Ian Malcolm's polar opposite.
No, she's actually John Hammond reincarnated. No, she's wearing all white. She's
yeah, but she believes order and order and order.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They even say it in the movie, like trying to be in control. You are not in control. I am in control.
Yeah. Hell, she even poked fun at one for messier sidekicks, pushing a trash bin in front of his pop.
I gotta admit that it was kind of cool in how cheesy it was. And the other thing is that she does not like any reference to the old park. She chastises that same coworker for wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt.
But I think that was the brilliant setup of saying, yeah, we're not gonna be as successful as the original film. In fact, it's making fun of itself.
I guess.
Because it's like, hey, you gotta respect the classics. That's his exact lines. And honestly, I think that is a take that yeah, we're not gonna be exactly like the film, but damn if we won't.
We're gonna try?
Yes.
We're gonna make a good film anyway.
We're gonna try.
Good-ish. So okay, yeah, and I guess that also goes in the fact is that when you try to forget, it goes back to that Winston Churchill line: "Those who fail to learn from the past are doomed to repeat it."
Yes, honestly. This film tried to go to a different direction, not like too different because we're reopening the park, but
yeah, but it is still kind of having the same theme, like having science control nature.
Can I just one question: if Jurassic Park if this was the first film, this was actually the Jurassic Park, like the first film, would we be saying the crap about it?
Would we be saying the crap about it?
Like,
I really don't know.
Would we be making fun of it?
I mean, maybe we'd be nitpicking about how it was not exactly like the book, which the first movie wasn't exactly like it either. But I mean, in fact, the movie was green light for production before the book was even published.
Exactly. Though it didn't help that Steven Spielberg was great friends with the author. No, this guy who is the creator of VR.
Michael Crichton?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I have so many inner conflicts with this movie. I have my inner hipster, my inner child, my inner critic is just...
Your inner?
My inner... No. I mean, my inner hipster is saying that this movie sucks because of the CG, because it's new. My inner child is going like, yes, Jurassic Park, I love Jurassic Park. And my inner critic is just, like, on the fence.
Honestly, I took it at what I could get out of it. I say it's a pass. Why? Because it was trying not to be the greatest thing in the world. In fact, it knew that. It was just more or less a popcorn flick. It was a summer blockbuster. Okay, and we know summer blockbusters are not going to be Oscar material.
We treat it as it's supposed to.
Yeah, we try to treat it as. But there's only one film that actually managed to do that. The Dark Knight.
What about Jaws?
Did Jaws win an Oscar?
It defined the whole summer blockbuster thing. It was the very first of its kind.
Yeah. But, no, what I'm getting at is, as I mentioned, summer blockbuster, we don't expect Oscar material. Most of that crap comes out in the middle of the year for some reason.
Like, during awards season.
Yeah.
Alright, but does that really explain just the overabundance of CGI? Is that worth the overabundance of CGI in the film? I mean,
I just think it's just this to me proves that the Hollywood, those little kids who say mine, you can't touch this is my copyright. They are so, not for the lack of a better word, nervous about using anything but CGI.
I know. It's like they treat it as it's like the magic wand of filmmaking.
It fix things.
Yeah, what made the first Jurassic Park so great was that it used very little CGI. A majority of the dinosaurs were animatronics, and they said that they used animatronics in the film, but I could instantly tell they were painted over with CGI. Like with the raptors, in that where you can only see their head and their mouths are clamped shut. And they do that little teeth growl. I could tell it was CGI because there is that little subtle look that CGI has.
And I honestly came to a conclusion of why we are now, it's not we're against CGI, it's just we are reviling against CGI now because of the fact that it's been overabundant, and now we are starting to see the uncanny valley effect.
It's overdone, it's overused, it's become easy to spot. I mean, yes, they use animatronic. Okay, here's another thing. I saw this video just last night. This guy, apparently a show is called #News as to why the CGI also didn't look so good in Jurassic World. There's this thing called color correcting.
They don't know the shadowing, right?
It's not about the shadowing. It's about changing the color that the film has to give it a more stylized look. Apparently the first ones to use that were the Coen brothers in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, where they gave the film kind of a sepia tone, vintage photographing look. Now, ever since then, every film has color corrected to give it stylized, and that can range from Sin City, where you desaturate everything.
Yeah.
Or giving everything a fantasy feel, which is not Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park has a fantasy feeling to it, but it doesn't look like fantasy.
Yeah.
And, okay, so the basic color correcting is that you use complementary colors of orange and teals. And when you do color correct, you make the colors pop out more. What the downside to that is that a lot of the dinosaurs are actually blue.
Yeah.
So not only does the CGI look like crap, it's actually popping out that it looks like crap.
Kind of like Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it is. But at least the third movie had something good, like they used animatronics in that one. Very little, but one of my favorite parts in the third movie involves when the raptor kills that guy when it's walking. The animatronics got so much better compared to the first movie that it looked like a dinosaur was really walking.
Yeah. But let's not kill ourselves here.
But I do gotta ask, has CGI become the most inexpensive thing in Hollywood? Because it feels like that should be the reverse. It should be the most expensive thing, and animatronics should be the least expensive.
Actually, I want to point this out. I think the problem is that it's like saying you're an employee of a big corporation, and you're trying to pay as little as possible to your employees. And I think the problem is the fact CGI is so much cheaper, apparently, because you're dependent on the employee's skills with the program. Mm-hmm. All you need is just the program, and it's up to the artist.
Okay. Another thing is, on the flip side of CGI, is it actually, from an actor's point of view, right? From the actor's point of view, it actually relies on the actor's mastery of their craft. But again, on the flip side of that flip side, is flipception, is that when you learn about when you're taught acting, you are this mentality. No, Stop trying to say what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay. This little mentality is drilled into your head that acting is reacting. A lot of the great moments in cinema history are from actors who are reacting to what happens on set. I'm walking here. That wasn't completely ad-lib, but that was Dustin Hoffman reacting to something that wasn't in the script. In Scream, the actors really didn't know who was really calling them. They never saw the guy who was making the phone calls. They really thought it was that there was a serial killer on the set. And when you see Drew Barrymore crying and being hysterical, she really is hysterical.
Yeah, though I thought that was mostly because I heard rumors about this, but director was telling horrible stories about mutilations of cats and dogs.
Oh, that too. There's that too, but yeah, there's that too. It's both of those really, and that's again is that CGI. An actor has to rely on their absolute mastery of the craft, but they're reacting to something that isn't there.
Which is a lot harder.
Yes.
But, flip side of that is the fact that, you know how expensive it is to do animatronics and to maintain them? Look at Spielberg's production problems of that rain scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that animatronic would be shivering, like giving it the jitters.
Because the latex would absorb the rain and it would make it heavy.
Yes. So, that's the only good thing about CGI. It's not going to be affected by that. But the problem with that is you have to be using your imagination to bring it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lacking in imagination, you're going to fall flat on your ass.
And I found out there's the other thing. The park design is actually pretty good. It feels like Disney World, really. If it was given a Caribbean twist.
But John, if Pirates of the Caribbean break down, the pirates don't eat the tourists. Classic.
So
Malcolm.
It looks good, but then I noticed that there's a lot of product placement in the movie.
What do you expect?
But no, here's the thing. They're actually making fun of that. I read on IMDb. Colin, the director, had all of these product placements in there to actually make fun of how movies do like this horrible product placements in all the movies.
Like
there's a Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in it. But really, it's kind of goes, when I saw it like goes over my head because we're so used to seeing that.
Yeah, but on the flip side, we had John Hammond's, what was that? The Chilean chili?
Chilean sea bass.
Yes. And speaking of which, this movie's great for one reason only.
A drinking game?
Yes!
Yeah, you might as well just call this Easter Egg the movie, because there's a lot of references to all three movies, actually.
Yes. In fact, hell, we should start this countdown on this. How about the first one is when, we find that, how about you start off on this little...
I don't even know where you're going with. Okay, how about when we get the wide shot of the park? I think the first thing I noticed is the Spinosaurus skeleton.
Ah, yes. How about the doors opening?
The doors open? Yeah.
What's in there, King Kong?
Yeah, the doors opening. And we get that same low angle.
Yes. And then... Hey!
Oh, the goat! The goat! With the T-Rex.
Ah, that goat comes back to be eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how about that T-Rex smashes into that Spinosaurus skeleton?
Oh, yeah.
That was...
like that. Oh, you want to know another thing I read on the website is that T-Rex is actually supposed to be the same T-Rex from the first movie, which, again, I have to call bullshit.
Bullshit. That should be one dead T-Rex.
I'm going to file that. That's, again, going to be filed for later. Let's see, you get a statue of John Hammond. There's a hologram projector of the Dilophosaurus.
Hell, Mr. DNA comes back, too.
Mr. DNA, yeah.
He comes back. Hell, we have a Wayne Knight-like character. Just a skinny version.
Yeah, and he's not really wormy at all.
Yes, he's just very sloppy.
Yeah. And, there's even a little Easter egg to a deleted concept of the first movie, is that there's actually a kid riding a baby Triceratops. there was actually a concept for the first movie, but the animatronics were just so complex that they couldn't do it.
Now, I want to address one complaint I heard some people complain about. Why would you have a petting zoo of these dinosaurs? And
I'd have to complain about that too, really.
here's one thing I want to point out. In the book, I've read the book, so I know knowledge. Henry Wu was trying to make another version of these dinosaurs, which would domesticate them and put them down to house-size level. Like a cat.
Really? House dinosaurs.
House dinosaurs. For pretty much a petting zoo purpose. So, when I saw that, I was like, oh, finally, you made some reading material on the book!
Well, and on that note, actually, the new dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, its ability to camouflage actually comes from the Carnotaurs in the Lost World.
Yes.
So, which kind of means we're never going to see a Carnotaur in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. So, I call bullshit on how this thing escaped! Seriously! You guys! You've had this chip inside of this thing, and you didn't bother to check it?
First?
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, that's just one item in a long list of bullshit reasons. Now, I think I gotta bring back the one that I brought up in the beginning, is that the fact that the park has been open for 10 years. So, it opened in 2005.
Wow, very soon.
Yeah. So, and according to revenue, is that the success has been okay. So apparently, in this universe, kids and people have actually gotten bored with dinosaurs. So they just okay. That's bullshit number one. Dinosaurs are real. How the fuck are you bored with that?
It's not
20 years down the road, I'd be fucking geeking out about it still.
That just made me ask, how the fuck do you get bored with it if you don't see it? Like, you have to see it first.
Yeah.
It's not everywhere in the world. You can't just, go to Africa. Ooh, there's a dinosaur. You can't go to North America. Ooh, a dinosaur. You can't go to South America. Ooh, a dinosaur.
Not to mention is that a lot of people don't really have enough money to, go on that little ferry cruise or fly the plane to the port of where you can actually get to the island. So yeah, bullshit on that. Bullshit number two, focus group says that they're bored. Because we all know how reliable they are.
Yes. Because, they think we should be advertising everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, here's the bottom line about that. We don't know what the fuck we want until we get it.
Yeah, that's why when gamers complain about, we want good games, they don't really know what a good game is until they play it.
Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't know we wanted a comic book movie until we got Superman, Batman, then we got Spider-Man and X-Men and Blade. Then we didn't know we wanted a good Marvel movie until Iron Man came out.
Pretty much. But other bullshit reasons. Good God, they give fat guys bad names now.
Yeah, they lure the fat security guard. It's like, yeah.
He's like, I'm a walking meal ticket. I'm a walking meal ticket.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is, create a very scary create a dinosaur that can give nightmares to adults.
Good God, that's just one giant velociraptor.
It does look like it. Yeah, but I hardly got a good look at the dinosaur that I didn't really know it was part raptor.
Hell, did you see the teeth? The teeth look ugly. It didn't look that intimidating, really. A T-Rex looks more intimidating.
Yes.
Look at the teeth. That teeth goes over the lips. It goes freaking over here. That thing, it looked like it lost teeth. Like, freaking it was a teeth here, teeth there, teeth there, and teeth here. It didn't look like a mouthful of teeth. Hell, that was a quote. We need more teeth.
We need more teeth. Why would you want to do that? It's like telling Dee Dee not to push the big destructive button. Let's make a very dangerous dinosaur. What about if what if it escapes? Oh, it won't escape. Dumbasses!
So, what do we expect? Well, it escapes, obviously.
Yes.
Why? Because of its stupidity.
Stupidity, and because it's actually smarter than all the other staff members.
We say it's smart, but it was mostly stupidity on the part.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck. It crawled the wall. Oh my god, it escaped. Do you have proof it escaped?
Mm-hmm. Do you have, I don't know, security cameras?
Wow, we don't have security cameras at this park. What a big shock.
You don't have security cameras to contain a dinosaur that you have said is more terrifying or more lethal than the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Hell, okay, the biggest facepalm moment of all time for me was soldier dinosaurs.
Yep.
Oh my god.
When we saw the trailer, yes, we thought it was stupid that velociraptors were like bloodhounds. I mean, even my man crush on Chris Pratt couldn't have helped that.
Yeah.
But the more I kept on seeing it, the more they started to explain it, the more I finally got around to the idea.
No,
the fact is,
it wasn't that bugged me. It was more or less that bad guy.
Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yeah. Who wanted to make soldier dinosaurs.
I want to weaponize dinosaurs. Why not just use weapons?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure cloning isn't cheap, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
So that'll be.
In fact, I think it might still be illegal.
Yeah. So the military apparently wants to make militarized dinosaurs.
Yeah, they want to make soldier dinosaurs. They want it, to like kill the enemies, rescue soldiers. Like, when you use a plot line from a sci-fi TV series that's based on a cult followed film, you pretty much are scraping the bottom of the barrel. And I'm referring to Tremors the series.
Yeah. And mind you, it's like, okay, Velociraptor, hunt out the terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to know what person is a terrorist.
No.
It's going by instinct.
Or it will know if it's a terrorist if you kind of train it in, like, what a stereotypical terrorist looks like.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's not terrorists are not stereotypical.
Yeah, but doesn't stop the soldier. It's not going to stop the soldiers from training training the raptors to do that.
In fact, here's the thing. Chris Pratt had to, in order to track down the Indominus Rex.
Yeah.
Fuck. Totino Rex would have been better.
Let's just call it what it is. The not T-Rex.
The not T-Rex. Yeah, in order to find this not T-Rex, they had to have a scent of it, give it to the raptors. So, if you're going to make soldier raptors, you have to have the scent of your enemies? So, how are you going to do that?
Good point.
Seriously, it's just... Ugh.
Alright. So, but Chris Pratt is like...
The saving grace.
He's the saving grace. He is like he's the hippie. I think we made a couple jokes. We made a couple jokes. Is that you gotta really know what these animals feel. Like, I gotta hunt. I gotta eat. I gotta. And I'm saying that, and I'm like, okay, great. You are the dinosaur whisperer. Let's talk to Steven Spielberg about getting you your own crossover with How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, though I will admit, I was kind of about Chris Pratt being in the movie because he was mostly known for his comedy roles.
It was still a little there was a little comedy in it, but at least he did have some experience in drama. I mean, he was in Zero Dark 30.
Yes, but it's hard to escape that little stereotype.
Yeah, the Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, but he honestly was a great person in this. He was actually, in my opinion, the one reason why I went to watch this.
Same here.
Now,
I'm not saying that all the other actors were bad. Some of them were actually pretty good. I mean, D'Onofrio actually did have a moment of humanity.
Yes.
And some of the kids were pretty good. Hell, the little kid is the same kid that helped Tony Stark in Iron Man 3.
I knew he would look similar. I was like, where have I seen this kid?
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact there are a few moments when you're like, yeah, there needs to be another take on that.
I have to poke fun at this movie. So you're gonna make soldier dinosaurs, right? Okay, I'm gonna have an army of kids because apparently dinosaurs can't do shit against kids.
Yeah. Now I kind of get it. No one really wants to see a kid die. I mean, there's this whole emotional thing
it's a barrier.
About how there's this emotional barrier that parents should not outlive their kids. Honestly, I think that would add more emotional drama if some kids died.
Yeah. So, yeah, biggest point of making fun of this whole set of movies is kids can outsmart dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And they can kick their asses if they wish. Don't know how. Like, one gymnastically kicked a velociraptor.
Yeah, with the, hey, you! Yes!
Ah! Yeah.